It's a big night in U.S. history. Results from this election will decide the course and the future of the nation for the next 4 years. Former President Donald Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris going head-to-head. Both candidates spending the last several months visiting Michigan and the other battlegrounds to gain critical support.
Another major race tonight we are watching is in the U.S. Senate. Congresswoman Elissa Slotkin and former Michigan Congressman Mike Rogers are running for the seat currently held by Debbie Stabenow.
From West Olive all the way to Detroit, we have crews stationed around the state tonight to bring you in-depth analysis and live reaction of tonight's results.
Let's take a look at the numbers. We start with a look at the race for the White House. And right now, results show that Trump is leading 51% to 47% in Michigan with 18% of the vote in.
Joining us in studio tonight with more on this race and the others that we're watching is our political reporter, Rick Albin. Rick, a lot of important races on the ballot this year.
You know, Brian, there are so many races to take a look at, and one of the things I want to do in the moment that I have to talk about here is try to explain why each of these is so important. Now, look at this race for the U.S. Senate, 50-47 right now with about 18% in, and we know that there are more votes that have been counted, and we're updating these numbers as we go. But it's important not just because of the horse race. Obviously, some of you support one side, some of you support the other side. But it's important about who has control in Washington. Will it be the Republicans or the Democrats? Same in the House, Republicans, Democrats. And who will be in the White House, a Democrat or a Republican? All these things will have a big impact on the way government works over the next 2, 4, and even 6 years in the case of the U.S. Senate race. And there's another group of races out there that are equally important that we're tracking. That's 110 seats of the State House here in Michigan. Hopefully we can get to some of those and get some numbers, because the numbers are only now starting to populate and we get some idea where we are. And again, those races are all important. As you see, Molinar has been declared the winner in the 2nd district there, but those State House races are important too. Again, balance of power in Lansing, something that we'll be tracking as we continue our coverage into the night and into the morning.